Namaskaram. Sanskrit is known as Deva Bhasha. Why is it known like that? There is a frequent comment that we hear that Sanskrit is taking over the country, and sometimes some people say it was before Sanskritization of India took place. What is this Sanskrit? Why were these comments taking place? How was Sanskrit being used? I think if we try to understand the usage of Sanskrit, we will be able to fully decipher the secret behind this issue. Our country, India, was known as Bharatavarsha. The country is thousands and thousands and thousands of years old. And people lived all over India, and they also spoke different languages. Somebody spoke Tamil, somebody spoke Prakrit, somebody spoke something else. So there were many languages throughout India, just as how we have now. If a text was written, or if a scientific discovery or invention was made, this had to be transferred to the rest of the country. How would they do that? They will write it down. They used to write it down on copper plates, and they also wrote it down on stones, and they also wrote it on palm leaf manuscripts. Palm leaf manuscripts were very popular, and they had a life cycle of about 400 years. So these manuscripts had to be recopied again and again. So the why of Sanskrit? Let us now consider an important discovery in Tirunelveli in Tamil Nadu. For example, if it had to go to Kashmir, if the invention was written down in Tamil and taken to Kashmir, they would not have been able to decipher the meaning of this text. And suppose something was made out in Kashmir and taken to Sindh, they would not have been able to understand what was written. Therefore, we were in need of a common language, a common denominator. And this common language and this common denominator was Sanskrit. So what was written in Tamil was understood by a Dvibhashi who could understand Tamil and Sanskrit pretty well, and he or she used to translate the entire work into Sanskrit, and several copies were made. These copies were taken to the other parts of the country, and later the scholars who understood Sanskrit and the local language used to translate them from Sanskrit to the local language. And this is how information, knowledge, science, mathematics spread from one part of the country to another. And if we really look at this, this was the way through which Sanskrit words started influencing the local languages too. There would be several Sanskrit terms found in all the languages of India, and it could also be vice versa. For example, Ur, Puram, Gramam, Gram, these are words found throughout India, and they are also found in Sanskrit in some form or the other. And eventually, when other languages developed, what happened was, even the writing style was being used as found in Sanskrit. as found in Devanagari. For example, Telugu is a South Indian language like Tamil. What happened was, Tamil had, Uyir Eluthu, Uyir Mei Eluthu. So the vowels and the consonants were there. But what had to be done was, in Telugu, they created a system wherein reading and pronunciation was made much easier. For example, in Tamil, the consonant ka could be read by people as ka or gha or kha or ka based on the understanding of language only. In Telugu, they followed the Devanagari or the other pattern wherein ka, kha, ga, ga, na. So this system brought in a refinement in the approach with regard to the Telugu language, and Sanskrit helped linguistic and alphabet reform in several languages. And therefore, Sanskrit is kind of a link language which passed through all the gems called the other Indian languages, and this was the Sikamani or the main gem which was dangling from before, and Sanskrit is common and belongs to the whole country, all of India, and we should be proud of our Sanskrit heritage, for it helped us and is continuing to help us to connect with each other. Vande Mataram.